Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Cannabis and Coffee with me. Um, yeah, gotta put my phone on vibrate. Thank you again for tuning in to once again another episode. Lot of shit to talk about. A lot of shit to talk about. For one, um, I just got enrolled in um, a mentorship program out here um, designed to help um, minority business owners get into the cannabis industry and develop their brands. So be on the lookout for more updates and on how you can help out with that movement as far as like what is it going to mean for cannabis and coffee, and will you actually see some cannabis and coffee products from me? I believe so. So with that being said, I just wanted to let y'all know that you really need to take advantage of these programs. Um, Programs like in which I just found out about because I was doing some research on my own. Um, I recently found out about the social equity project, program that was passed out here in Arizona, and they're still working on the laws and everything and how it's going to work out. But I went and did a little research to find out what's going on in other states and how that will affect what's happening in Arizona and how we can get the ball going and what I should expect going forward. But before everything, let's get started with a ball. Today, oh, today I'm smoking on some luxuriati. Um, wow, that's a great taste. And as always, I'm rocking my merch. You can find merch right here. Boom. This is the Black and Successful line. Got plenty clothes, mask, all of that. If you look at the description of the product, most of the products on the website have like a cause to where like once you buy something, X amount of money from that product would go towards a cause and everything like that. So that's one thing that I'm glad partnering with that merch company. What that did. Wow, this is some good shit. Once again, that's called Luxuriati. Um, Grown pretty good. Um, but today I will be joined. I hope if she could get everything in order. Today I'll be joined by Basari Fernandez, who's an artist and a creative out here in Arizona, and she shot me a text and told me that she's running late or whatever. It's Valentine's Day, and you know how everything could get a little fuzzy. But yeah. So thank y'all again for tuning in. Like I said, I just started learning about the um the social equity programs, and I just thought it was quite interesting. So I feel like I'm gonna share some of that for y'all today. I want to read for one the Illinois criteria um, for the Illinois Adult Use Cannabis Social Equity Program. Social equity applicant criteria pursuant of the Cannabis Regulation Tax Act 410 ILCS 750. That's the name of the bill. Cannabis will be legal for adult use in Illinois starting January 1st, 2020. The state of Illinois is committed to ensuring that communities historically impacted by the criminalization of cannabis have an opportunity to participate in the legal cannabis industry. In order to address the impact on those communities, the Act establishes a program for social equity applicants who meet the following criteria. One, has at least 51% ownership and controlled by one or more individuals who have lived in a disproportionately impacted area in 5 of the past 10 years, have seen, they got the little map on there, and say someone who has been arrested, convicted, or educated delinquent for cannabis-related offenses, eligible for expungement, including cannabis possession up to 500 grams or intent to deliver up to 30. Or if you have a parent, child, or a spouse that has been arrested for, convicted, or educated delinquent for cannabis-related offenses, eligible for expulsion, including possession up to 500 grams or intent to deliver up to 30. The second is that the company has more than 10 full-time employees, or will have more than 10 full-time employees, and more than half of those employees currently reside in a disproportionately impacted area, um, or they have been arrested for, convicted, or educated delinquent for cannabis-related offenses, eligible for expungement, including cannabis up to 500 grams and 30 for delivery, or parent. So basically, what you do in Illinois, that's what the criteria was, and then they have the map, so you can find out was um, if your city was affected by the war on drugs. But what they don't tell you, that in these bills, you can apply for a low interest loan for you to get your license and start a cannabis business and start a company within the cannabis market. Whether that's a dispensary or you creating cannabis products or other things like that. So that's one thing that I'm super excited about, and I'm going to take advantage of, is I'm going to use that money in this program to start to build generational wealth. So that's one thing I want y'all to do is, take a look at, if you're in a state where cannabis is legalized, take a look at the social equity program, see if you qualify for that program, see how, you could get your hands on some money to start a business, and see where you could go from that, because it's not just, dispensaries or, products. Like, you could grow hemp for different products, hemp made products and stuff like that. So it's not just selling weed. You can make many things out of cannabis, um, or many things derived from cannabis. So that's one thing I need y'all to look into. So for me, I know that that's gonna, like I said, I'm involved in the 16-week program out here in Arizona, and we're gonna see where that's going. And we got a lot of successful people and people who were actually in the forefront of the legalization of the medical program in Arizona that are actually involved in this social equity program. So I'm super excited to be learning from these people and seeing where that takes me in the future of the cannabis industry. Um, Music wise, I dropped 2 songs yesterday. It's the Love You EP, and check it out. Check it out. One of the songs is called Love You, and then the other song is called Drugs. I promise I'm gonna release more music this year. I don't know. I just be dragging my feet sometimes, like, I got the material, I got it out there for y'all. Um, I'm gonna stop dragging my feet because I got some cold ass shit that's ready for y'all. And once you see all of the stuff that I've been putting together, I think you'll be happy and excited to see where the movement is going. I took a lot of time this year to focus on my mental, you know, my mental well-being and growth and everything. And I didn't record as much. One, because we haven't been able to perform, so I wasn't trying to release any music and stuff like that. And I didn't really know if I should release music because I wasn't in a position to go and perform and everything. But I haven't, just taken the time off and been a bum. As you can see, I've been working and studying other things, especially stuff dealing with the cannabis industry. I've been designing different merch and stuff like that. So I've been staying busy, keeping my mind right, and doing what I need to do to study and see what we need to do to make the next move and to take speaking into existence cannabis and coffee, you know, and these manifested Monday talks to another level because best believe once I get this dispensary up and going, I'm going to be hosting the Manifested Monday podcast in person, live with a crowd, and we're gonna have some really dope people and artists from the cannabis industry and those related to the cannabis industry. We're gonna have them in there. Um, so yeah, if you're watching, if you want to say something in the chat, feel free to say something. I am streaming from Restream, so all of the social media comments I see inside of here, or I get the notification. Um, what's something that's exciting about cannabis for y'all? I did have. Let's see. I'm gonna wait to see if she joined because I pretty much we won't be able to go over everything with her. Um, but I do got a bunch of questions um, for Basuri about as versus her experience as a content creator and everything like that. I won't too much spill everything that she does, but just know that she's a dope young lady. Um, yeah, she's a dope young lady and should be hopping on. Also, I want to give a shout out to my guy G1 to the rescue, who should be on next week's episode of Cannabis and Coffee. We're gonna smoke it up, and we're gonna talk about beats and how he creates music. And he's a very dope producer out here in the Valley, um, and a rapper as well. And he's worked with Mega Ran. I know y'all know who Mega Ran is. Yep, world record holding Mega Ran, and he's worked with Mega Ran, and yeah, he's very, like I said, a very super dope producer, and I've been on his line to try to get some work done with him, so y'all can hear more music coming from me this year. Um, man, other than that, Valentine's Day, it was me and Mary J. I'm not sad because me and Mrs. Jones. Dun, dun, dun. We got a thing going on. Dun, 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 dun. I know it's wrong. Hey, hey, I don't know all the words to the song, but you get the drift. Me and Mary J had a very good time yesterday, and I will always have a good time with Mary J because guess what? I love me and I love weed. So, amen to that. Let's take a hit, celebrate all of those of you who did have Valentine's Day with someone, and those of us who celebrated by ourselves. Because guess what? We still having fun, baby. Ah, you know, I normally had to think about it, but why not plug my own shit while I'm doing the podcast? So I'm about to play my latest single, Drugs. And you can find it on all streaming platforms. All streaming platforms. And there we go. Straight from YouTube. We're going to listen to this song as I smoke another ball. And we wait on Basuri to hop on so we can ask her a few questions. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Follow me on YouTube. Make sure you click like and subscribe. Hey, hold up, wait.
That's the only time that I ever fell in love. Shawty switched it up on me, she showed me she was a dub. Now I'm balling in the league, forget that's blowing me up. But they stuck
on the other side where the grass was greener. Whoa.
You can't see me now,
On the,
times I seen her,
whoa.
In the balls, they just picking my demeanor up.
Hey, now we up. Money on my mind, about to make a bill out, bud. Sativa all the time. Whoa. You don't want me beating it up. Let me see what's up. Whoa. Then she might not get the fuck. Shout out to the bass guy. We're gonna have a bass remix dropping soon. Not your average rap nigga, no trap nigga, I'm getting dope. Switch the flow just to show you got level, it come to bro. On the beat, I pick and roll. Smoke more than a Seminole. Whoa. I'm an alchemist in the lab with the mixes. And I chef kiss when in the stew, I'm in the kitchen. I said an alchemist in the lab with the mixes. Just know I chef kiss when in the stew, I'm in the kitchen. Whip it, whoa. There's more. Thank you for tuning in to Manifest It this Monday.
That's the only time that I ever fell in love.
Shawty switched it up on me, she showed me she was a dub. Now I'm balling in the league, forget not hit me up. That song is produced by Melty Cannon. Very dope producer from Atlanta. He's done some shit for Father and a whole slew of artists. But I found out about him from Father. Father's is, if you haven't heard of Father, what the fuck are you even listening to rap? I think I could play one Father song that I this is actually, it's crazy. This is the song, this is the beat that made me like, yo, I gotta find out who the fuck this producer is, because he's been working with Father for a while. But not until I heard this was I like, yo, I need to go and find this dude. But yeah, shout out to Melty Cannon, shout out to Father, shout out to Alpha Records, shout out to the bass guy. You got the beat in your email. Make sure you get that verse back to me, fam. Love you, appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now, and most importantly, shout out to everybody that's copping this fucking merch. Because guess what? Y'all keep the motherfucking bills paid. That shit, yeah, right there. Y'all keep the bills paid, boy. Appreciate it. Love y'all. Yeah. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter. Yep. So anyway, today, pretty soon, in about 10 minutes, we're going to be talking with this young lady right here, Basari Fernandez, and we're going to discuss her many ventures out here in the valley. Like I said, she does a lot. So yeah, it's going to be amazing to see, and have her to talk about her grind and everything like that. So yeah, once again, what else do I want to talk about? We went over the social equity program, went over the music, movies, motherfucker. I normally talk about this with my guests, but because she's not online right now, I'm gonna talk to y'all about some movies. And I don't know if she probably saw this movie anyway, so she wouldn't really understand the historical context. So I watched Judas and the Black Messiah this weekend. And if you haven't, I advise you to go ahead and exit because, spoiler alert, I'm about to say some shit that happened in the movie that pissed me off. The movie overall was a great film. I was disappointed, however, in the lack of their ability to actually showcase the amount of impact that the Black Panthers had on the community and the communities of color, and how great of a thing um, that brotherhood that they were building. This movie was really about the Judas. The Judas of a movement. And I wasn't alive back then, so I can't fully speak on everything. I wasn't alive back then, so I can't fully speak on everything or what happened or anything like that. But I do have an interview um, with some people coming up, and I do plan on, talking to them about their experience and what it was like for them, to be alive during that time and be involved in the movement. So yeah, I was really disappointed in the fact that the movie, like I said, was about um, not so, more so that they made a movie about him, but more so that the movie solely focused on that, and it still didn't shed the positive light in which the movie should have shed on what the Black Panthers were doing all across the nation, as far as bringing Black people and people of color and oppressed people of all, races together. So that's one thing that got lost in the the media when they were portraying, these people as, these super criminals and everything, or that they were actually out, to bring oppressed people together, of all religions and races, because they realized, that it was a bigger fight than versus, what was being portrayed in the media. Um, However, I don't want to discredit the movie. I do think that everybody, if you don't know anything about, the Black Panthers, I wouldn't say that that would be the first thing for you to go see. But I do recommend you educating yourself on that. You know, I do got to get a better light in here for that. But I do educate you. Do hope you educate yourself on that and what the Panthers actually stood for and what they did in the communities, all around the country, and their impact. Um, so yeah. Other than that, I'd say the movie, it was a great directed movie. The cinematography was pretty good. I was just disappointed in the lack of information, um, and positive side, um, or portrayal for the Panthers and the impact that they had on the country and, as far as Black people and people of color. Um, but I definitely encourage everybody to go see that. Go see American Skin, which was another good movie that came out in January, and that was um, Spike Lee and, oh shit, how am I forgetting his name? Hold on one second. Spike Lee. Let's see. That's his name. How the fuck did I forget that? Nate Parker. Nate Parker and Spike Lee came out with this movie called American Skin, and It's about a war vet who seeks justice when the police killed his unarmed son during the traffic stop. It's super sensationalized, yeah, um, because not all, like not all of our, traffic stops and stuff in like that. But this is like Hollywood, a lot of stuff, it gets exaggerated to an extent, and this is one of those films to where it takes it and is like, hey, well, what if somebody who's like an extremist, is put into a situation, and you know and he takes action against the system. Uh so yeah, American Skin is a good one. um I just watched Denzel Washington's The Little Things. It's not Denzel's movie, but he's like one of the main characters. Him, Jared Leto, and I forget the other guy's name. The Little Things movie. The other guy is excuse me. There it is, Rami Malik, and I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, he's a very good actor. Jared Leto, Denzel Washington, they all did their thing in that movie. Make sure y'all go check that out. That's pretty much it for movie discussions. Music wise, I've been in my creative bubble lately, so I haven't been out like searching for different artists to like listen to. Um, as far as like when I normally create, I I have a sound that I like and I listen to, and I try to incorporate that with something that isn't out on the market, and that you know as always for me, it's always about being different but good. Being different and good is completely, things, and it's a spectrum. I mean, not a spectrum, but it's a quadrant, of things that you want. You got different and not good. Then you got different and good. Then you got not different, not good, and you got not different but good. But you want to be in the different but good category because that sticks around a little longer on the people. And yeah, as you can see, we get to enjoy that. So Basuri told me that she'd be available um at 6:30. So when she gets on, I'll be able to let y'all let her talk to you all, and we could discuss what um she could discuss what all she does and everything with the people. So we are just waiting on her, and I'll play some music real quick. uh I'm in the fucking father mood. That's what I'm. Oh, family function. Hey, shout out to my little brother at said Spazza. Appreciate it, man. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, hey, look. I got one glove like Michael, one knife like Michael, so tip in big guys, slow. My family function with the Bible. I thought it was Michael, I know how to catch you again. Yo, sneaking, geeking, and my auntie with it on that infinite. Everybody saying my presence heaven sent. Double cup, decadent, when my and if she isn't able to hop on, oh, okay, there she go. I was just about to say up. So anyway, hold on, guys. Let me get her into the chat. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? All right. Can you hear me? Okay. How you doing today? Okay, I think I'm having issues. Okay. Okay. All right. Can you hear me now? Yeah. I can't hear you. I don't know why my mic is tripping all of a sudden. Okay. All right. If I can't get this to work, I'm gonna shut it and then run it right back. All right.